Hey guys, this is Chels, and I'm gonna do a video blog, sort of. It's actually a book blog, I guess I'll say. Yeah, because I wanted to review Chris Colfer's book Struck by Lightning. It is amazing. It's one of my favorite books now on my shelf. Well, I don't really have a shelf. I have a stack. But yeah. Yeah, I read this, like I watched the movie first because that's what I do when I like, when a book is based off of a or when a movie's based off of a book, I watch the movie first, then I read the book. Which isn't always a good idea because sometimes the movie's not going to be as good as the book, but actually the movie was just as good as the book. I mean, the book is like it has so many, it's just amazing. He's such a great writer. I mean, sometimes you don't always expect that an actor can write books, but that's not always the case. Like, I mean, look at I'm trying to think of who have written books, celebrities who have written books. Like let's see, like Demi Lovato. She just wrote a book, and I haven't read it yet, but I saw that she wrote one, and I'm sure it's amazing. And Miley Cyrus wrote a book. I mean, all these people can write books, and even I can write a book if I want to, but I don't really have anything in my mind right now, so that's why I haven't written one yet. But maybe someday. I do want to maybe be a book writer someday, but anyways, this is about Chris Colfer's book Struck by Lightning, and it is, uh, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just awesome. And also, I would recommend that you get the audio CDs as well because he reads it to you, which is, great because his voice it makes you melt when he reads or when he talks in general. So, I didn't get this at the same time as the book. I got this for Christmas, and then I got the book like a few days after Christmas. So it was kind of in the same ordeal. But anyways, um, I just wanted to tell you like why I love this book so much is because it's very inspiring. Like the words he writes. I mean, this is obviously it's about his life. He talks about he's talked in interviews before about his grandma and how he always brought like scriptures of like his like little notes of what he wrote or whatever, or I don't know everything about it. I just know that he did that with his grandma, and he's very close with his grandma and everything. So yeah. Um yeah, and let's see. I'm not very I try not to be too liberal when it comes to talking about books because I've never talked about a book before on YouTube. But this particular one I would talk about for hours. And this video won't be too long, but yeah. There's this line in this book actually that I really love. It's also in the movie too. If you've seen the movie Struck by Lightning, it's a catch. You'll love it. Um, I have no idea where the line is, but I just know that he says it so well in the movie and in the book. Like, I just love Chris. He's amazing. Uh, it's like I have no idea where it is. It would take me a while to probably find it, but let's see. It might take me a few minutes, so hold on a second. And I don't have the technology. I'm using Windows Movie Maker, so I don't have the technology to like revert myself to like a different scene because I don't have that. So this is kind of just like a Ustream kind of vlog in a way, but not really. um, let's see. It's not. I have no idea where it is, guys. Oh, okay, here. I'm in. Yeah. Okay, here it is. I found it. It says, "For years I've been poked and stabbed with your pitchfork, Claire. You have beaten me down at the bottom of the high school food chain with the shitty end of the stick for far too long. You don't think they're gonna believe me? I will make them believe. You don't think the people at this school have just been waiting for an excuse to turn on you? To turn against you? Sure, they all hate me, but that's because I'm the only person in town with an IQ larger than my shoe size. And I don't hesitate to remind you that. So go ahead and play all the mind games you want with me, sweetheart. I'm not accepting that invitation to intimidation any longer. I have nothing to lose and a whole hell lot to gain, and this time none of you are stopping me." That is my favorite line in the whole book. He just says he writes it so well, and it's just, oh, I love it. It's so good. I don't even know if I said it the right way I don't say it as good as him, of course, but yeah. But it's great. This book is great. I really want to get his Land of Stories books too. Like, I want to read those. Like, honestly, guys, I didn't even know who Chris Colfer was until I started watching Glee. Like, I didn't even watch Glee until like 6 months ago. I wasn't interested in the show at all. Like, I did not like it at all. Well, I mean, let me back that up. I didn't even know about it. I mean, I saw it on TV, and I knew that it was about singing and, love triangles, romance, stuff like that. And I just wasn't, I thought I wouldn't be interested in that. But hey, I watched High School Musical. That's love triangles. Like, you know what I'm talking about. And then when I watched after Corey died, I was like, I was kind of thinking like, I bet this show is really good. Like, he was a great actor. I knew that. I saw him actually in a movie a couple years ago. It was in that movie with Selena Gomez, and what was it called? I have to remember. But it was a really good movie, and he was like the boyfriend of, not Selena, of the other girl in the movie, and he like visited. It wasn't called When in Rome. It was like, I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, he was great in that, and I didn't even know who that guy was either. But then once I heard he was in Glee, and I heard, he passed away and all, which is really sad, and still sad to this day. I started thinking like, maybe I should give the show a shot. Corey's a great actor, and I kind of had a feeling who Lea Michele was. Like, I saw her and stuff. And yeah, but I didn't know who like Darren Criss was or Chris was, for that matter. But then I started watching it. Like, I watched the first episode back in September, I believe. Like, when season 5 started. Like, I was so behind, and then it was all on, like, they were all the episodes and seasons were on Netflix, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. I can finish this before season 5 gets too far ahead. And I did. I was like, it was so cool. I watched like 2 episodes every night on Netflix, and then I like got caught up so quickly. It was unbelievable. I told my friend about it, and he was like, that's amazing. And so then I caught up to the last episode of season 5, which was, I think it was the 5th episode, or something like that. I think. I don't know. But when I watched, the 3rd episode of season 5 with, the tribute to Corey, I was like crying my eyes out. It was just so upsetting, because I thought about, my aunt actually passed away a couple months before Corey. She passed away in September, actually, and he passed away in, oh no, wait a minute. He passed away in July, my aunt passed away in September, so he passed away before she did, I'm sorry. But yeah, and so I like thought about my aunt when I was watching it, and I thought also about Corey. I didn't know him personally, but I did, like I said, I was crying my eyes out when I was watching it, especially when Leah was singing that song, Make You Feel My Love. That was just heart-wrenching. It was, I had a tissue box next to me, like literally I had this next to me, like I was holding a tissue next to my eye. It was so heartbreaking. Anyways, I'm not going to go all teary-eyed on you. This isn't about, it's about Glee, and it's about Chris Colfer's book, Struck by Lightning. Even though this book came out like 2 years ago, I just had to talk about it because it was just so good. And then of course I had to talk about Glee because that's my all-time favorite show now. It's like my #1 favorite. I have 3 favorite shows. I have Glee, The Vampire Diaries, and Pretty Little Liars. And I watch other shows too, like I love Switched at Birth, I watch that. And see, this is about me just rambling on now, but you know, that's what people do on these, on blogs, book blogs, whatever they can call it. But yeah, so, what else was I gonna say? I don't know. Okay, this is really random, guys, but I actually, today, I saw on Tumblr, and I've gotten into Tumblr all of a sudden too. I get into things very late, but that's how I roll. I I saw on Tumblr this picture where, like, it says to write, you know, you can use a Sharpie. I don't know if you can see that, but, okay, yeah, here. Yeah, right there. It says hero on there, and it's like a temporary tat, because it says if you use a Sharpie to write a temporary tattoo on your arm and then put baby powder on it, and then spray hairspray on it, it'll last for a month, which is pretty cool. And it actually doesn't feel any different. It feels a little sore because, you know, it's just a Sharpie, and Sharpie's usually permanent, like it says, permanent. Yeah, right there. You can't really see that, but yeah. But yeah, anyways, that's what I wanted to point out at the very end of this video. So I hope you guys like this, and I know it's just me rambling on and on about Glee and Chris Colfer, but that's my life. I love Glee. It's not my whole life. It's part of my life, though. Glee is part of my life, even though I'm not on the show, or I do love singing, though. That's why I love the show, because I love singing as well, and everybody melts my heart in that show, especially Chris. He is an inspiration to me, literally. Like, I want to get a tattoo that says Chris Colfer inspires me. Like, I am that, yeah, that engaged with him. Like, he's in my heart. Like, he's amazing. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this vlog, and, you know, comment, subscribe, whatever the hell you want to do. You can dislike it if you want, you know, it's just a video, just me talking, but I figured that people who like Glee would want to see this, or people who ever have read Struck by Lightning or haven't read Struck by Lightning. I would recommend you go get it at the library, or go buy it, or whatever. Yeah, I actually ordered this on Amazon, and it was one of my favorite purchases I think I've gotten so far. And yeah. But, so yeah, I hope you, yeah, I say yeah a lot in my videos when I talk, so I hope that doesn't bother you, but if it does, well, you can't help it. But yeah, so, okay, bye!